with this craziness right now. So can y'all hear me? Can everyone hear me and see me? All right, y'all can hear me? All right, all right, all right.
Yes.
Okay, okay, awesome, awesome. Go ahead and let everybody in the waiting room. Let everybody in. And I don't know if we're live on all the platforms or what, but we just gotta figure it out, guys. That's the thing about technology, guys. It has a crazy way of doing what it wants to do. So, guys, come on in. Everybody, type in city and state and let me know if you can, if we're live on other platforms, Eunice. I don't know if we are, if we're not, but we'll just keep it going and we get it figured out next time. Look like we're live on Instagram. Let me know if we're live on the other platforms as well, and hopefully we are. All right, so guys, I'm excited for everybody, guys. I'm excited for everyone. Looks like we are live on multiple platforms now, so make sure just check out the platforms, Eunice, YouTube, and Facebook, and all that good stuff. So what's up, everybody? What's happening? Yeah, besides all this crazy technology stuff, how's everybody doing? Is everyone having a good time? Yes, yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, good deal, guys. Let's see, Garner, North Carolina. What's going on, Stephanie? Who else is with us today? Type in where you're from, city and state in the chat so I can give you a shout out as well. City and state, and we're gonna get started here right away. All right. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Hopefully everybody can see me. All right, all right. Well, good deal. Well, hey, I'm excited, guys. This is a new series that I decided to do. Some live workshops, some live Zoom workshops, just to share some value and nuggets with all you guys who typically like either you're my subscribers or you connected me on social media or my email list. Some of you guys are customers, some of you guys are clients. And so I just want to pop on, share some good value with you guys. And is that okay? Is that okay? I share some good value with you guys. Is that okay? Now, I like a lot of communication. I do a lot of call and response as well. So, uh-oh, I got some messages coming through. All right. So, are we good? Can everybody hear me? Everybody see me? Yes? Let me know, please. Yeah. Okay. And also, too, guys, when you're popping in, feel free to turn on your camera so I can see you as well. I love to get a wave. So if you can't turn your cameras on, let me get a nice little wave. I can see everybody as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, all right, all right. Well, good deal, guys. Hey, I'm excited to share this with you. So I do a lot of call and response. I am Chris Harold, the Kingdom Marketing Superman, and I'm here coming to you live from my home office here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex here. And so excited to share this with you guys. I got a lot of good stuff I'm gonna share with you over the next several weeks as well. And one of my favorite topics is, share with you guys some things that have been working tremendously in my business, things that are working in my clients' businesses, so you can get some of this value and begin to apply it to yours. And then, all right, see Seattle's in the house. All right, all right. Got a good friend in Seattle. He came down here in November. We went to the Cowboys Seahawks game together. But yeah, good deal, guys. Good to see you all. So I'm excited to share this with you guys. So I do a lot of call and response as well. And also, oh yeah, really quick, if you are watching this live on our platforms, Eunice, go ahead and put the link in the comments for those. You can hop on Zoom right now and join us. So if you have questions, I can answer your questions here on Zoom. So go ahead, share the Zoom link with everybody. Yeah, maybe you already did it, but it should be a link in your comments wherever you're watching this, maybe on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. We're going everywhere right now. We're on all the platforms. There's a link, a Zoom link. Come on, hop on and join us. We're just having a good old time right here. And if you have any questions about some things I'm gonna share with you, that'll be the way that you can get your questions answered, because we got too many platforms going on, and I can't be answering all the platforms by will. If you have any questions here, when I'm done going over the one I'm gonna share with you guys, some good nuggets today, I will answer your questions here live on Zoom. So there's a link in Zoom. Feel free to come and join us right now live. All right, we're live as you can be. All right, so I'm excited, guys. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get this started. I think we're good. I think we got all those different things out the way. If you have questions, guys, you're on Zoom, either don't put them in the chat yet because it'll just confuse me when I see them. But just hold on to them, write them down, jot them down. Once they come to your mind, go ahead and jot it down so you don't forget it. All right, and everything like that. So, but today, guys, I want to, guys and gals, kings and queens. It's not sharing. Let me know if y'all can see my screen as well. Can y'all see my screen? Yes. Let me know if y'all can see my screen. Someone unmute yourself and talk to me or type in the chat or something. Yes, yes. Y'all can see my screen? Okay, cool. All right. All right. Awesome. Awesome. In unison, if you see people in the waiting room, go ahead and let them in. Let's get everybody in. All right. So because people are going to be seeing the link on the Zoom, we want them to join us. So if you guys in the waiting room, we're going to let you in. Come on and join us as well. All right. But today, guys, I want to talk about webinars versus Kingdom Virtual Events. All right. It's a topic near and dear to me. For the last 3 years, these are the top 2 client acquisition methods I've been using in my business. All right. And I want to dive into this a lot more in detail to compare the two and explain, you know, both of them. So, because I'm curious, I'm curious really quick. If you're a coach, a consultant, a course creator, then type in the comments yes right now. If you're a coach, a consultant, or a course creator, type in the comments yes right now. Type in the comments yes. And also type in if you currently are selling online right now, if you have a valuable offer for the marketplace, if you want to get more dream clients in your business and you want to create more impact. If that is you, type in the chat yes, yes, yes right now. I want to know if I'm talking to the right people. Type in the chat yes. Can y'all hear me? Type in the chat right now yes. If you a coach or consultant, course creator, you're currently selling online, you got a valuable offer, you want to get more dream clients, you want to create more impact. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So I'm curious. And this is going to be really informal, but I'm curious. Who here is selling right now online? If you're selling right now online, and what I want you to do is tell me what it is you're selling right now in the chat. If you're selling right now online, type in the chat what you're selling. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to do that. I want to know. So type in the chat. I'm going to read off some of these. If you're selling right now online, type in the chat what you're actually selling. Type in the chat if you're selling something right now, what you're selling. All right. If you have an offer you're currently selling right now, type in the chat what you're selling right now. Type in the chat. I'm curious to know what some of you guys are selling right now. Type in the chat. If you got a course, coaching, what it is, type in the chat what you're selling right now. So I can read off some of these. I'm curious to see what some of you guys are selling. All right, put that in the chat for me. And also, all right, I see automated systems, some AI stuff. Awesome. Ken doing that. Awesome. All right. So, okay. So also, while you guys are in the chat, do me a favor. Share with me, what is your primary method for client acquisition right now? What are you using right now to get clients? I'm curious. You know, a lot of folks got a lot of different things they're doing. But what is it that you're using right now to get clients in your business? What is your primary method of taking a cold lead and turning them into a buyer, a hot buyer? What are you doing right now in your business? Go ahead and type that in the chat right now. Are you doing sales calls? Type it in the chat. Are you doing webinars? Or are you doing video sales letters? Or are you sending cold DMs, right? You're sending direct messages to people. Or are you blogging? Or you do, I see email and DMs. Okay. Type in the chat right now. And then type in the chat on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 meaning nowhere near where you want your business to be, to 10 meaning you couldn't ask for anything more, just perfect. Rate your success with what you're doing right now in your business. Rate your success on a scale from 1 to 10 right now. Type that in the chat. If you guys coming in right now, what we ask you guys for, if you're selling right now, put in the chat what you're selling right now. Number 2, put in the chat right now, what's your primary method for client acquisition? If it's sales calls, is it webinars, is it video sales letters, is it sending DMs, scripts and all that kind of stuff? trying to go live daily, doing a bunch of TikToks, dance videos, right? Trying to create a bunch of content or blogging or trying to launch a podcast, whatever it is. Is it virtual events? Is it challenges, summits, things like that. And then, cold emails, different things like that. And then on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your results right now in your business? 1 meaning nowhere near where you want it to be. 10 meaning you couldn't ask me anything more. All right. Okay, Ken, I appreciate that honesty there. All right. I guess everybody else must be I'm assuming that everybody else here, your business is just booming. You're right where you want to be. You can ask me anything more. You're bringing in multiple 5 figures plus a month in your business. And you're like, man, Chris, hey, I'm just here just to see what you're talking about, man. My business, I couldn't ask anything more. All right. So I'm assuming everybody else here is just business is booming, right? I hope so. I hope it is. All right. But Ken, I appreciate you sharing that. All right. Well, here's the deal. Let me share this with you guys really quick. There are 3 areas you must succeed to master. There are 3 areas you must master to succeed online, right? There are 3 key areas that you must master, no matter what niche, what do you offer, what you selling, it doesn't matter. There are 3 areas you must master to succeed online. The first is traffic. Okay. When I talk about traffic, I'm not talking about what's happening on Interstate 35, right? That is traffic, but traffic is targeted people, right? You got to have traffic, targeted people. Second, target people who will be interested in what you're offering. The second thing is your funnel. When I say the word funnel, I'm not talking about a piece of software that makes website pages. People think a funnel is website pages. A funnel is bigger than that. A funnel is a sales process. Or your vehicle. A funnel is, I like to use the word sales process, but basically a funnel is what you do from point A to point Z. What do you do the moment you first are showing up in front of a potential client, someone who doesn't know you, and the process you take to get them to say yes to giving you money for what you have to offer in exchange. So it's like a vehicle. A vehicle gets you from point A to point B, right? So what are you doing to take a complete stranger to a buyer? That's a funnel. Funnel's not software. That software, pieces and pages, is part of a funnel, but it's not the funnel, right? And number 3 is your offer, right? Most people either don't know how to create a great offer. That's why most people don't have sales. I was on a coaching call this morning, one of my clients in my Rap Success System program. And I gave her some stuff to help her get her offer more in tune with what her audience wants to buy. And unfortunately, most people don't know how to create irresistible offers. Most people don't know how to construct offers, right? And so if you don't know how to do that, well, unfortunately, you won't make sales either, right? And so it's very important that you have to master these 3 areas. As you notice here, this has nothing to do with what you're selling, because what you're selling is important, and it needs to be good. If you're a coach, you need to be good at what you can do, help people get results. But unless you know how to get traffic, unless you have a great sales process that takes a complete stranger to a buyer, right? Unless you know how to create offers that people want to buy, it doesn't even matter how good your products and services are. It took me a while to swallow that hard pill, because for years I was like, my stuff is perfect. My stuff is great. Everybody needs my stuff. I mean, every guy ever felt like that. I know I felt like that. But unfortunately, once I got past the emotion that everybody needed my stuff, I had to learn how to generate traffic. I had to learn how to create an amazing sales process. I had to learn how to create offers that people want to buy. And if you're good at 2 of these areas, you're still going to fail in your business. You got to be great in all 3, right? Very important. Does that make sense? Awesome. So today, what I'm going to share with you guys today is actually focusing on more number 2, your sales process and the vehicle. What you use to take a complete stranger to a buyer matters, because there are all kinds of things out there. I've tried them all. Trust me, I have. And everything can work. There are just some things that are better and faster to the sale than others, right? And me, I'd rather choose a business model or a process that can get me faster to the sale than to choose other processes, right? You want clients when? If you want clients now, type in number 1 in the chat right now. If you want clients now, type in number 1 in chat, right? You're not worried about 6 months from now. You're not worried about a year from now, 2 years from now. You want clients when? Now. So if you want clients now, right, you have to choose a process that will allow you to do that in the fastest amount of time. Well, everybody typing in 1 now. All right. I wonder where you guys were at. Everybody typing in 1 now. Okay. All right. So let me share something with you really quick. Who was here for the very first time? You never heard me. I'm gonna go through this really quick. But anybody here for the very first time, I'm gonna give you a clip note version of who I am and what allows me to be before you today, you know, with credibility to share this with you. But if you're very first time checking me out, never been on any of my virtual events before, or masterclass or intensives, or not a customer or a client, anything, Kristen, hey Kristen, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to my world. All right. Anybody else very first time? The rest of you guys are like vets. Some of you guys are clients, students, you've been around, just been looking for a minute. And he's okay, what Chris up to? All right. Well, I'm doing try to do a clip note version of my background, all right? But I say I'm Chris Harrell. I'm married. This is my wife, Shay, our 3 wonderful kids here. We live in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And it's my son in the front. There's Caleb, my other son in the back there is Josiah. My daughter there is Brianna. And I'm a full-time online marketing consultant and business coach. I've been full-time since 2016 in my business. On August 23rd, 2016, I was able to walk to my job and fire my job. And there's someone who's been fired for 15 different jobs prior to that. I was able to kind of fire my job then. And presently today, I have high-ticket business coaches, consultants, and course creators who are frustrated with inconsistent sales, land their dream clients fast without sales calls using my Rapid Success system. I love what I do. I'm able to impact and transform so many lives, and it's just amazing to be able to do what I do. I'm also the best-selling author of Kingdom Affirmations. It's an amazing book. I've written 2 books. I got another book coming out real soon as well. If you don't have my book, feel free to go to kingdomaffirmations.com and get a copy of my book. It will radically shift and change your life, especially understanding how the power of words work that are in alignment with God's kingdom and that are in alignment with your purpose of being here on this planet. So go get my best-selling book, Kingdom Affirmations, as well. But things have not always been this great, guys. Not that long ago, I literally had $12.06 to my name, 13 days before Christmas, and my wife and I were in a divorce. And divorce lawyers were contacted. There was like no hope. No matter what I was doing in my business, I was hustling, I was grinding, I was working hard, I was prospecting strangers, I was DMing people, I would work to sun up to sundown. Even when I had a job, I did everything I had to do to try to build my business. I was going to church 24/7. I was giving money, you know, to the preachers, to the prophets, to everybody who said I'm going to get rich and I'm going to be successful. I was doing everything I could to try to succeed. I was praying daily for success. I was believing God for success, and it wasn't happening. And I got depressed. I got mad. I had all kinds of range of emotions, and I wanted to actually end my life. One night in December, I actually called a suicide hotline. People picked up the phone. And because I was really wanting to end it all, because I didn't understand. I was working hard. I was buying everybody's program. I was trying to do everything right, yet I kept failing over and over and over. And I wanted to end it all because I couldn't take the pain. And when I picked up their phone, they told me I was caller 54. And when they told me that, I had actually had an epiphany. Literally, I tried everything, guys. Started Facebook groups, posting all day on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Creating videos, content videos a day to post on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook, try to go viral. Started a Clubhouse room, went live 5 days a week. Launched an automated webinar funnel, blog daily. I posted in 20 Facebook groups a day, trying to share value. I even told folks I work for free, just try to get some testimonials. Maybe you guys can relate to some of this stuff, right? I used to inbox strangers. Some folks say you've been DMing people. I used to DM people, complete strangers, these canned scripts, copy and paste scripts. I was told to do that, right? I try to get speaking gigs to get clients. I launched the sales calls funnel, and I would spend Monday through Friday with nothing but tire kickers. Literally, my calendar was booked with 95% of tire kickers who did not want to pay for anything, wanted everything for free, wanted to waste my time, and literally, I was ready to give up. And maybe if you're here, you've probably been told to do these things. I've done all these things and more, guys, trying to grow my business, trying to get clients. And literally, you can see, it makes you want to pull out all my hair, just like the young lady here, right? And business up and down like a roller coaster. right? Up and down. You might land one client now, then 3 months later, before you land another client. So it's up and down, up and down, up and down. It's a roller coaster business. Like I said, I've been full-time since 2016, but it ain't been great that whole time period. It ain't, yeah, that's great grammar, right? But it has not been great since 2016. It's been an experience of up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I was burnt out, frustrated, on the brink, literally of giving up, like I shared, guys. Until one day, a couple years ago, I had to make a decision. When I was in my darkest moment, when I was ready to give up, I had to make a decision. I heard 3 words from God: trust and obey. I had to make a decision. And I call it my 3K in a day decision, literally a couple years ago. And it was 3 decisions. First, I decided I wasn't just going to keep praying and asking God to bless my business, right? I realized that that's what religious folks do. We want God to work a miracle. But I knew I needed help. I knew I needed guidance. I knew I needed personal mentoring and coaching to change my situation. Prayer just was not going to do it. I had to put legs to my prayer. And secondly, I scraped up every dollar that I had. Every dollar that I had to invest in an online marketing coach to help me break through the rut. I drained my bank accounts. I maxed out my credit cards. I took every dollar I had in the 401k, paid the tax penalty. I sold stuff out my house. I borrowed money from my mom and my dad and said, listen, I have to do this, right? Because I didn't care anymore. I didn't care what anybody else thought. I got to do this or I'm going to die trying, right? Because it's in me to do this. I cannot sit back idle anymore and expect things to change if I'm not willing to make a sacrifice, if I'm not willing to get outside my comfort zone. And thirdly, I paid for coaching and mentoring. It didn't matter what the amount was. And trust me, it was the amount of a car. Most folks would have had a heart attack. And I kind of had a heart attack as well. It was the amount of buying a car. Now, I'm not talking about some little bucket. I'm talking about a decent, nice car. But that's what I had to do to change my situation. And I learned and discovered Kingdom Virtual Events, what I call Kingdom Virtual Events. Because I realized it's a kingdom element to this, which makes it so powerful. So I combined the kingdom with virtual events, and I call it Kingdom Virtual Events. And after flaming out, I paid a guru 5 figures plus to learn the webinar sales call funnel. If I say his name, you probably know who he is. But literally, I did everything I was supposed to do, and it bombed on me. It bombed on me. And all the other stuff I was doing, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I knew I needed to change, so I paid for that help, and everything began to shift for me. And just to show you some quick results, my business alone, not including my clients' business, just me alone, in the last couple of years, I've done over $650,000 using Kingdom Virtual Events. Using Kingdom Virtual Events. These are some of the statements that came in from Stripe. Also, to date, including our clients' revenue, we've done nearly $1 million in revenue using my same system, teaching Kingdom Virtual Events in my Rap Success system in a couple of years. And none of my clients are gurus. None of my clients were great at online marketing. They just came in, followed my system, began using it, and getting results. And these are some more statements here. You see 337,000 right there, another 125,000 there, another 59,000 right there. I created a 6-figure business in 59 days. Once I began applying my KVE technique, Kingdom Virtual Event technique, guys. And this was in the midst of paying a guru 5 figures plus to learn the webinar funnel, to learn the webinar call sales funnel, because I was told that's what I needed to do to get success. I was able to buy my dream car, Mercedes S-Class. Able to take my family on amazing vacations here. We spent a week in the oceanfront condo for over $10,000. Here, some more pictures of taking my family all out the country, from Mexico to the Caribbean, Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, Universal Studios, Grand Turk. I mean, being able to give my family, my kids, a lifestyle that I didn't have growing up. I had no need for a passport as a kid. My kids have passports. My kids seen things that I never saw at their age. And more importantly, I've been able to give thousands of dollars to this organization called Kindle Lend a Hand. I've been able to do greater good to provide food, water, shelter for people less fortunate than you and I, due to the results in my business, guys. See, this is what it really matters most. All the other stuff is fantastic, but when you can impact lives that don't have the same opportunity you and I have, that's when purpose gets behind this business. So they sent me this note here when I had COVID. It was like, we're praying for your rapid recovery here in Kenya, Brother Chris. We witness God's healing power. By the stripes of Jesus, you will be healed. And I cried when they sent me this, because I said, that's why it's so important for me to prosper. That's why you need to succeed and prosper. If you want to create more, does anyone here want to create more impact? You know, aside from the stuff you can do for you and your family. And that's fantastic, and God wants us to do that. But who here want to create more impact to people who don't have the same opportunities you and I have? If you want to create more impact, type in impact right now in the comments. I want to know who want to type in impact if that means a lot to you in the comments right now. Type in impact. Yeah, I see some impacts coming in. Yeah, yeah, Christian. Yeah, anybody else want to create more impact? Ken. Yeah. See, when we become a conduit, when we get a skill set and begin to master that skill set, we can do greater good in the world. Begin to fulfill the purpose that God put us on this planet to do. If I offend anybody talking about God, too bad. All right, that's part of my assignment. God's principles work. That's why I love 𝐂𝐕𝐎𝐑𝐈𝐓𝐄, because it's a part of a kingdom principle. But God put each and every one of us here on this planet for a reason and for a purpose. And this will help you begin to get in alignment and fulfill that purpose. And fast forward to the present, like I said, I've spoken on stages from the entrepreneurs and business owners. I've been interviewed for documentaries, events, podcasts, radio shows, masterminds. I've helped over 2,000 entrepreneurs create more success online. I'm driven to help others create an eternal legacy using our God's Masterpiece Rapid Success System, which is our high performance coaching program as well. And again, it's not just me. My clients are winning too. This is Frederick Guians. He was part of John Maxwell organization for over 3 years. The most he had ever earned on John Maxwell was $9,000 in a month. He was not an internet marketing guru. He enrolled in my program, began working with him. He did well over $178,000 in only 15 Kingdom Virtual events, guys. And again, he didn't have a clue. I love that brother. He's a friend of mine now, but he could barely turn on a computer, right? But he didn't have a clue about online marketing. Now he's on pace to do $250,000 here in the next couple of months. And he's a personal development coach. Shalonda Bell, business strategist. First, she came to me with a $500 offer. I changed it to a $6,000 offer. And now she's done over $100,000 using my system as well. Ebony struggled for years with marketing. I showed her how to create an amazing system now. Her business increased over 300%. Fred Noble, 30 days after using my system, his business increased over 500%. So there's much more, but I want you to understand, guys, if I can do this, they can do this, so can you. See, when I got in business, I was doing things, I paid a guy a lot of money. This guru a lot of money, and he was teaching me things that I quickly discovered was the old way. A lot of you guys might be doing this thing too, the old way. You know, there are two ways to do business, the old way and the new way, and especially when it comes to online. So like I said, I've been online since 2016, right? But I've been full-time online since 2016. I was doing online business before that as well, working a full-time job and doing my business part-time. And I can tell you about 10 years ago, there was a certain way to get clients and customers online, right? And literally about 10 years ago, let's call this the old way. The old way 10 years ago, you literally could take people, which is traffic, and you can send them to what we call a VSL. You know, it might be like a 10, 15-minute video, or you might even send them right to a sales page. And the old way, about 10 years ago, 2014, you could send somebody this, and literally you can make, let me fix that. You can make sales. The internet was different then. Then around 2017, people began to
Here's
get.
what I found.
Stop ear hustling, Siri. Get off my screen. Always ear hustling. But by 2017, you was able to also get people, traffic, and send them to literally about, because it's called a webinar, right? A webinar. And it was two kind of webinars. Automated webinar and a live webinar. But mostly, you would send them to a webinar, And there was two ways people were using it. And it was literally was a 95% pitch fest, right? If anybody was around in 2017, you probably can attest to that. Literally, you hop on for a 3-hour webinar. The guy talks about 15 minutes. He made sure a little nugget and everything. It's a pitch fest to buy his $2,000 course. That was the big thing 2017. Buy his course, buy his course, buy his course, right? And it was at the pitch fest. Pitch. If you guys can remember, if I was around 2017 online buying stuff, you remember how webinars were? Right? Pitch fest, 95% pitch fest. It was no value whatsoever. You know, no value. The guy wouldn't tell you nothing. The girl wouldn't tell you nothing. Just pitch fest, right? Yeah. And then they thought they're going to get smarter. They were like, well, you know what? Let's just do this. We ain't got to do a webinar no more. What we're going to do is an automated webinar. So we're just going to create this 30 or 60-minute, video, and give you some very surface level stuff. And then guess what? Send them right. Now, I'm not the greatest artiste in the world, but, it's like a phone, right? And so basically it was like, hey, have them go watch this video, put a link at the end of the video, and have them go book a sales call, right? So this was like the sales call funnel. In fact, this is like the old way where so many people still using today. They get traffic, they go send them to either a webinar video, automated webinar, or a VSL, right? And they might have, and what they do, they may have some dates here, the month, have a little calendar link where they go book a time on the calendar. They might have even a questionnaire, right? And the whole thing is to get them on the phone to do a sales call. And on this sales call, you're reading the script. Trust me, I got all the scripts from the gurus. And you were considered doing good if you could close 5 to 10%. That was considered doing good. But how long are the sales calls? Right? How long are you on the phone with somebody? Because I did that. See, I had calendars packed. Oh, that's not a problem. I'm going to show you a slide. Getting your, there are people out there right now asking, hey, you want me to give you a full sales calendar of book appointments? I'm like, heck to the no. I've done that. That's easy to do. That means nothing. Then they were like, well, you need to hire yourself a sales team. And I did that too. And I lost money. Then they're like, well, you need to do your own calls. And I was told I need to do 40 sales calls a month. So basically they say I need to do 40 sales calls a month. So that means that I need to send, since the calls had about a 3% conversion rate for as people watching the webinar. So you get so they would say send 1,000 people to your webinar, and then out of 1,000, you hope that 3% book a call with you, or actually buy from you. Actually, right? That was the conversion rate. So that means that, and I was told I need to book 40 sales calls a month to create a $10,000 per month business. 40, because why? I'm only going to close typically 3% of those. So I'm not a math genius, even though I was pretty great in math. But how many calls do you have to do to close 3%? Well, I have a life, right? Who wants to be doing, and I did this, literally, I would go work out at the gym, true story. And I see someone book a call, I'm at the gym. I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta finish my workout. So literally, I gotta go home because I did my sales calls. Well, I first started doing sales calls, actually we'll call on the phone, but my scripts were at home, right? And so, but then I like doing them on Zoom. I'm like, well, if I get on Zoom, At least I can see them, they can see me, so that should increase my conversion ratio. So I start doing them on Zoom. So literally, I'm working out at the gym. I see someone book a call. I'm like, oh man, I got to finish my workout. I go home, hop on Zoom, and guess what? Crickets. They no show. Can anybody relate? Anybody here doing sales calls right now can relate to this? They no show. Right? They no show. Anybody here doing sales calls right now? Yeah, right? And then the ones I do talk to, they want free coaching or it couldn't afford my offer and wasn't serious about buying. So they were tire kickers and freebie seekers. And what happens to your time? If I'm doing 3 to 4 sales calls a day, because I was told I got to do 40 sales calls a month to hopefully create a $10,000 per month business, where is my time? I don't have a life. I'm locked Monday through Friday in my office doing sales calls, knowing that majority of folks I'm talking to are going to be tire kickers. And what happens to my time? Someone tells you, what happens to your time? It's gone. You don't get that time back. That's what so many folks are doing today to grow their business, the old way. Did it work? I made some sales. But how painful was it to make those sales? I told you my business was up and down. I make a sale this month. I go 2 or 3 months later, nothing. Yet I'm still doing calls because I was told it's a numbers game. You got to keep your appointments booked with people. What about my time? And if I don't do sales calls, guess what? I don't make money. And don't get me started. I hired sales teams. They were worse than I was. Why? Because it wasn't their business. See? And I did not feel an alignment with doing sales calls because sometimes some people you shouldn't be trying to sell to. Right? But you was told, I'll overcome that objection, tell them this, tell them that. Why? Because it was all about making money. See, sales calls, the sales calls funnel, and I paid a guru a lot of money to learn that model. Sending traffic to an automated webinar to book a call. Right? It wasn't in alignment with me. I would rather do something more with my time. So what I had to discover, because at the end of the day, we're talking about vehicles. We're talking about your sales process, right? What are you using to take someone from a complete stranger to a buyer? And with sales calls, it just was not, there's no transformation there. That's not happening. People are not getting breakthrough there. There's no trust being built there. It's definitely not being built with a 10-minute VSL or 30-minute automated webinar. People do business with those who they know, like, and trust. So people are not going to come and buy and give you $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 from a 15-minute video sales letter. That's just not realistic. It's going to take them a longer time to convert. Is this making sense? This makes sense. Everybody type in making sense right now. Of sense, right? Is this making sense? Everybody type in number 2 in the chat. Type in number 2 in the chat. This making sense. Type in number 2 in the chat. So the sales calls funnel, even though it can work, guys. It can work. It just wasn't in alignment with me. Right? I didn't like reading the script, pitching people all the time who I know don't have the money or I know is not going to do anything with it. And I'm like, I look back, I just lost 90 minutes of my life that I never get back. I just lost 90 minutes times 4. Guys, I had no problem booking calls. Let me show you. Let me pull this slide up. Then we'll talk about the new way in a minute, the new way. Look at this. Who wants a full sales calendar? Not me. You ever seen those ads? Who want a full sales calendar? Not me. I had look at all this schedule. And this is just one. You see, this says 151 of 200 of many on one page. I had no problem with a full, getting appointments booked. So the people be hitting you up. Hey, you want to get a bunch of appointments booked? Heck to the no. Keep that crap to yourself. I want a life. I don't want to be bogged down on the phone 24/7 trying to convince someone to buy, going through a sales script when I know I got a 3%. And I got to talk to 40 people just in the hopes of making $10,000 a month. My time is much more valuable. Your time is much more valuable than that. No problem getting a full sales calendar. So the new way was Kingdom Virtual Events, because I've done it all. I used to use auto webinar. I just canceled a service. So they kicked me out. But I was using a webinar jam. Literally, like if I go here, I had this, I had an automated webinar, every webinar, and people watch a webinar, they go book a call. I was using this. They kicked me out because I canceled the service. I told them I didn't want it no more. I literally just canceled it because I couldn't make any sales from it. And I wanted a life. Look at this. See? Look at that. Come back to every webinar, Chris. I canceled my service. Look, Chris, your subscription is being canceled. Because I wanted to see. And I did it. See, I canceled my service, guys. With every webinar. I had a webinar funnel like the guru everybody's telling you to do. Then now they want me to come back with his discount. Final notice. No, I'm not. Save my data. Delete my data. I don't want it. They told me, Chris, everything's about to be, look at this, February 2nd. I just did this 11 days ago, guys. This is your final notice. Everything's about to be deleted in every webinar. Keep it. I don't want it. I got something better. But the gurus told me what I needed to do. So I said, okay. So the new way, guys, again, with that old way, there was no value being given. You cannot give significant value. See, people are smart nowadays. People know when they're going to be pitched, right? So people don't want to hop on old traditional webinars knowing they're going to be pitched, because people do business with who they what? Know, like, and trust. So the new way, guys, the new way is KVEs, what I call Kingdom Virtual Events. Live virtual events where you're meeting people and seeing them. Because at the end of the day, guys, you got to understand this. This is the sales scale, okay? And this is where you got to take people to buy. Everyone who comes into your life, everyone who comes into your funnel, everyone who sees your business is on a different number on this sales scale. And people are not going to buy from you no matter how great your products are, no matter how bad you want them to buy. They're only going to buy once they're here. So you have to choose a process that can take a complete stranger to a buyer quickly. Why choose a slow process? That way it kills me when people choose slow methods to get clients. Nothing against doing organic strategies, going live, daily creating content. Nothing against, the old school webinar funnels. I did all that stuff, but it's slow. It's slow. I would rather get paid in 5 days or less. Wouldn't you? If I can choose to get paid in 5 days or less, why would I choose a process that's going to take me 3 months or 6 months or 9 months? Because that's what it's going to take to build up the know, like, and trust factor. People don't buy when you want them to buy. They buy when they believe that what you're offering and they're ready to buy has more value to them than the money on their credit card. But you got to have this. You got to have something that can speed up the know, like, and trust factor. You got to have something that can shorten the sales cycle. You got to have something that can take a complete stranger to a buyer, because they got to move down in sales scale. And once I discovered Kingdom Virtual Events, some folks call them challenges, different things like that. But I realized that the Bible says that God says, taste and see that the Lord is good. That's a kingdom principle. Kingdom Virtual Events are a taste and see experience. See, the problem with everything else out there, with webinars, sales pitches, everything else, everybody else tell you to buy my stuff first. And then Let me help you. Then get results, right? You got to buy my, so come watch this little 10-minute video, hop on a sales call, one of my sales team, then give us $25,000, then we'll help you. And you're like, okay, after watching a 10-minute video? No, right? But that's the mindset of everything else out there. Buy my stuff first and then get results. But with KVEs, it's the opposite. KVEs like say, let me demonstrate, let me give you some results first. See, they get it first, and then what? You want to buy. You have no problem buying the offer now. Why? Because the know, like, and trust factor is through the roof. Is this making sense? It's so opposite than all the other methods today. And especially if you're a coach, a consultant, an expert, a course creator, that's a new word today, right? And you love creating impact, you want to create transformation, there is no better way. Because it's a results first model. People don't have to buy first. Just like today you can value. There are people right now inside of my Kingdom Virtual Event Blueprint we just launched a week ago getting great value. Didn't pay a dime. And so what's happening? The know, like, a trust factor toward me is increasing because I'm giving you real value, no fluff. And your mind is like, well, I'm getting this much value from Chris for free, then I wonder what it's like to be a client in this program. You don't get that from a webinar. You don't get that from an automated webinar. You don't get that from a VSL. You don't get that from a sales call, a discovery session. You don't get that from those, right? And people are smart today, guys. 6, 7, 8 years ago, the old way, that was fine. That worked. That does not work today. It's not as effective today. Because again, you got to take someone from 0 to 10 for them to buy. Compressed time frames. Why wait? Why choose a method that's slower, that takes longer to do it? This making sense? Let me know this making sense. Yes, yes. So, why Kingdom Virtual Events, guys? It positions you as an authority. You're able to give your clients results in advance. You're able to connect with an audience. You're able to get stage experience, which is phenomenal as a leader. You're able to grow your tribe and have people connect and vibe with you. You leverage kingdom law. Like I said, it's a biblical principle. It's the law of sowing and reaping. It's the taste and see experience, guys. It's kingdom. That's why I call it Kingdom Virtual Events, right? It's how God operates. It makes you much more visible. Why? Because everybody else is doing the same thing. Come book a call. Everybody else, get on my calendar and let me go through my sales script. All the same stuff. It makes you way more visible. Why? Because you're different. It increases your reach. We got clients who've been able to get multiple opportunities from their Kingdom Virtual Event. Literally create 3 or 4 other income streams because of the Kingdom Virtual Event when I teach my Rap Success System program. You're able to filter out time wasters and tire kickers. Remember I told you with the sales calls I did? Maybe you've done. People lie on applications, guys. People say, well, add an application to your sales funnel. People lie. That does not stop tire kickers and time wasters from hopping on the call with you and consuming and taking all your precious life from you. Your time is your life. This filters out time wasters and tire kickers for you organically. Right? If I'm doing a 5-day virtual event, guess what? The people around on day 4 and day 5, they're telling me they're the most serious, and those are the ones who most likely are going to want to work with me long term. If you show up on day 1 and you never come back, guess what? You never were going to be a client of mine anyway. So good. I didn't waste 90 minutes of my life hopping on a one-on-one call with you, because this is one too many. I failed to mention that. Everything else is one-to-one. This is one too many. I'm able to go through my whole process and share some one too many one time. Time is the most precious asset that God has given you. Your time. You always get more money. You never get more time. So you got to use money to buy time and choose a method that gives you more time. Do the things you truly want to do. So you're able to filter out the time wasters and tire kickers, guys, and not waste your time hopping on a sales call, because I tell you, 85% of the people who book sales calls are time wasters and tire kickers. They are. You're able to shorten the sales cycle, guys, because you give value each day of your Kingdom Virtual event, you're able to shorten the sales cycle. One of my clients, who was a client today, attended my 5-day Get Clients Consistently virtual event. On day 2, he reached out to me on Facebook and said, hey, what does it take to work with you? I gave him the investment amount, what it takes to work with me. He said, what's your bank account routing number? He wired me the money the very next day. 2 days. Who here would love to get paid 5 figures plus in 2 days? From a complete stranger. He wasn't a follower of mine on social media. He was not on my email list. He didn't know me from Adam or Eve. But because it was so valuable and it wasn't some sales pitch, he was like, dude, I got to work with you long term. And he and I are great friends to this day. See, it shortens the sales cycle for you guys. You ain't got to wait 6 months, 9 months, 12 months like the other stuff. Why would you choose the other stuff? You know, organic and sales calls model and all this stuff. Why would you choose that when this is the faster way? It consistently fills your program and courses. So if you got a course you're selling, or you got some professional services, coaching, consulting, it consistently fills that for you. And what it does is so powerful that nothing else, a VSL, a webinar, a TikTok, a reel can never do. It creates an environment where people feel like buying from you. See, buying is an emotional experience. You're able to create an environment where people feel like buying. People buy off emotion, they justify with logic. You cannot do that with a webinar. Webinars evoke no emotions. You watching an automated webinar, which I was using. I'll share with you guys that funnel, automated webinar to a book a call sales pitch. I couldn't make nobody feel like buying from me from that. They didn't get to see me experience who I am. You're able to create an environment where people feel like buying from you. Where in their mind, they're not even buying. You give them an invitation, they're like, this is a no-brainer, Chris. Why wouldn't I do this with you? Why would I not do this with you? See, you got to have a filter, guys. And this is our simple virtual event funnel. See, if you got a process to take targeted people and you put them through a filtering process, you got great offers that they want to buy, and you present the offers in the right way. Again, they want to buy. They reaching out to you and say, hey, what does it take to be a part of your program? You know you're doing something right, but you got to have a filtering process, see? And similar virtual event funnel. We take targeted people, invite them to my virtual event, give them real value, real transformation, real breakthrough. They get wins. And then when the invitation is made for me to work with them long term, for them to get the results of that after, they're like, where do I enroll? Send me your bank account and routing number. Where's the link? Right? Because they have experienced something. They were not sold something. They experienced something, and they want more of that. They don't want just the 1 day or the 3 day or the 5 days. Now they want the 3 months, the 6 months, the year. They want to get more of that. Because we're able to leverage the whole experience with a Kingdom Virtual event. We're able to leverage community. We're able to leverage content, and we're able to leverage coaching. You can't do that outside of this particular platform, this particular vehicle. Is that making sense? Powerful. I don't think y'all believe me. Let me play this video for y'all. I'm going to play a video from you. This young lady right here in the top, see this second from the top on the left, her name is Adina Collins. She's a financial consultant. She shared this testimony on the second day of my virtual event I was doing. I want you to hear what she had to say on the second day. As experiencing just 1 day. Listen to what she had to say.
But I realized that with what I do financial and business coaching. With what I do, my area is economy and as well as education. So, so thank you so much for taking time to be able to do this. I mean, quite honestly, as a coach, this truly should be valued at least $7,500.
And that's only 1 day.
Yes. Yes.
$7,500 in 1 day.
Well, I mean, if you think about it,
that's free.
It is. I mean, people would pay for this for masterminds.
Yes, they would.
Yes. So thank you so much.
Yes, they would. Wow. I can't wait till they get to day 7. Then it's gonna be worth about $100,000 minimum, baby. Are y'all seeing $100,000 check? Day 7, I want $100,000 PayPal notice from all of y'all.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it is true. I'm diving a whole lot more. A lot of stuff I'm sharing. No one will ever share this stuff with you. Guys, $7,500 for one day. And she gets it. She's been a part of masterminds where you pay 5 figures to attend. One day. When you do your virtual event the right way, these are the kind of responses you would get from people, guys.
But I realized that
these are the kind of responses. So, in effect, when we move away from the old school way, traditional ways of traditional webinars, strategy sessions, relying on content marketing, going live daily, the sales calls funnels or video sales letters, right? And we move into the Rapid Success System, Kingdom virtual event style. It's like moving from a buggy, horse and carriage to a Porsche. Essentially, that's what it is. Like, if you don't got to wait a year to get a client, why wait a year? If I can get you a client in 3 days and 5 days by leveraging KVEs, why wouldn't you not do it, right? Success loves speed. Money loves speed. So essentially, that's what we're doing here. Here's Mike Gonzalez in over $30,000 in counting so far in my business. Deshaun Evans was one of my clients. He got a financial consulting business. He said it was one of the best investments ever made for himself and his business. His business was so flooded with new business, he had to turn off all his campaigns because he couldn't handle it. He did not have the infrastructure set up to handle the new business that was coming in for him. That's a good problem to have, right? And Norris Dante's done over $15,000 in counting so far using my system as well. And I shared with you guys stories earlier, people doing 6 figures, 5-figure months, people getting clients and making sales who never did it before, guys. Bottom line is this: if I can do this and get great success, great results, like I told you, we've done, combined with our clients, we've done over $1 million, guys, in revenue in the last couple of years. My business alone has done nearly almost $700,000. And I've done everything. I've done the webinars. I've done the sales calls. I've done all those things. Nothing has come close in revenue-wise, in transformation-wise, in experience-wise, in an alignment with who I am as a coach, as a consultant, as a man of God, as a leader. Nothing has come close to what the virtual event model has allowed me to do. Nothing has come close today, guys. Nothing. So if I can do this and my clients can do this, so can we. Got clients in overseas who making sales for the very first time and struggled for 3 years, and now they're making sales for the very first time. Young lady, a divorce coach in Switzerland. So if you can, no matter where you are, you can use this model, guys. I want you to be next. I share this with you because I want you to be next, and you should be next. So right now, what I want to do is give you an opportunity to take the first step, the next step, for this actually happening, for this becoming a reality for you. And I want to invite you to my very last live Get Clients Consistently with Virtual Events 5-Day Challenge. There's a link below this video. I encourage you, I recommend, I implore you that you click that link and you register, because this is the very last time I will be hosting this challenge, where I will share with you how you literally can create your first or next virtual event challenge. So you can begin to get clients consistently in your business and create the impact that God has put you on this planet to create. During this 5-day virtual event challenge, you will discover how to design your virtual event challenge. You will discover how to get the right people to your virtual event challenge. You will discover how to monetize your virtual event challenge, how to get paid from it. And you will discover how to launch it into the marketplace the right way. And so much more you will learn as well. But do take note, pay very close attention. This will be the final and last time this virtual event is offered. This is the final and last time this is offered. Why? Because I'm retiring this specific event, and we'll be launching something new next month. So if you're seeing this right now, then you have the one more chance, last chance, to enroll and register for this specific 5-day challenge. So click the link below this video right now. Register and get your chance. Get your spot, because this is your last chance. So if you want to get clients consistently in your business, if you never experienced this before, now do it. If you want to create more impact, do it. Click the link below, because people need your expertise. People need your solutions to their problems right now. And this is the number one sales process, the number one method for you to create more sales and create more impact today. Because there are so many unmatchable benefits of virtual event challenges, my friend. It positions you as an authority. It allows you to give your audience results in advance. It gives you audience connection with your audience. It gives you stage experience. It grows your tribe and community. It leverages kingdom laws. It makes you more visible. It increases your reach. It filters out time wasters and tire kickers to save you valuable time. It shortens the sales cycle for your potential clients. You literally can close sales in 5 days or less. There's no other method today that can take a complete stranger to a hot buyer in 5 days or less. Nothing else today exists. It consistently fills your program and courses, and it creates an environment where people feel like buying from you. Buying is an emotional experience, and if you want to make more sales, you have to create an environment where people feel like buying from you. Click the link below to get registered now. Click the link right now, my friend, because I want to showcase you. Again, I share these results with you so you can see what's possible for you when you get this skill set and when you use this process and what it can do for you. Because if it can happen for me, if it can happen for my other clients and students, if it can happen for my peers, it can happen for you too. But it all depends on the decision you're making right now. You can change everything by your yes, by clicking the link below and registering and getting your spot right now. Because again, this will be your final chance to attend the Get Clients Consistently with Virtual Event Challenge. This is your last chance. So do not let this pass you by. Click the link below, get registered right now, and get your seat. And this can be the game changer for you like it has for me. And because everybody here that you see here all attended the same virtual event challenge. Everybody here that you see all attended the same virtual event challenge. So if they can do it and get massive results, you can too. Success leaves clues. Do what successful people do, and you can get what successful people get. Everyone here all attended this virtual event challenge that I've been hosting. You have one last chance to do so right now. Click the link below, get registered now, and I can't wait to see you live on the 5-day Get Clients Consistently with Virtual Events 5-day challenge. God bless.